Welcome to the 2020 Leadership Awards Night. We would have loved celebrating together with you in person at the Vaughn Center on the 9th floor, but the world had other plans for us. It can be said that the true test of leadership is how you function in crisis. And my friends, I can tell you, we are functioning well. Thanks to the leadership of the staff in the Office of Student Leadership and Engagement and our rock star student coordinators, they have pivoted and put together a wonderful virtual ceremony for us to celebrate all of your accomplishments. Our leadership is being tested now more than ever. We are learning about resiliency, adapting to change, and how to stay connected while being physically apart. Times like these make me appreciate who we are, and we are Spartans, no matter our physical location. This year, we received 135 individual nominations and 31 student organization nominations. Virtual or in person, we are here to celebrate the individual and collective leadership accomplishments of our students, faculty, staff, and student organizations. Congratulations in advance to all of our recipients. I'll be giving you virtual applause from my living room couch. And for all of our nominees, congratulations on being part of our community of leaders. You have left your legacy at UT for years to come, and for that, we thank you. Go Spartans.
Hi, my name is Anna Bacafori, and I'm a senior studying International Business and Management with a minor in Leadership Studies. I'm currently involved in student productions and the UT Diplomats, and I will be one of the student narrators for this year's Leadership Awards Night 2020.
Hi, my name is Noah Lay. I'm a senior studying finance. I'm currently involved with Tau Kappa Epsilon, and I'm the president of St. Jude Up Till Dawn. And I will be one of your student narrators for this year's Leadership Awards Night 2020.
Hi, my name is Julia Calandra, and I am a senior studying management with minors in sport management and leadership studies. I am currently involved in student productions and UT Diplomats, and I'm one of the student narrators for this year's Leadership Awards Night 2020.
The Linda W. Devine, PhD, Outstanding Contribution to Student Life Award is given to a member of the university community outside the Division of Student Affairs who has made a significant contribution to life outside the classrooms and has been employed at UT for at least 5 years. The past recipients select the winner and are honored on a plaque in Plant Hall. The recipient receives $500 and an orchid, a plant that holds special meaning around the world, symbolizing love, thoughtfulness, and beauty. Since his arrival at UT, this year's recipient has demonstrated a commitment to the Department of Speech, Theater, and Dance. He is fully invested in our degree programs, the educational needs of our students, and providing artistic outreach to the Tampa Bay community. His personal belief that positivity promotes creativity is an indication of who and what he is as a person, and he continually reflects that belief in all of his interactions with students, faculty, and staff. He works to inspire in our students a need for lifelong learning, and it is important to recognize such efforts are not solely in the classroom. As a stage director and choreographer for many of our musical theater productions, he seeks for every interaction to be an educational opportunity for our students, whether that be the rehearsal room, the performance, or as part of a community event. He has served as a faculty advisor and a mentor to a number of student organizations, including UT's chapter of Alpha Psi Omega, the National Drama Honor Society, as well as Tampa Tones, UT's a cappella singing group that recently placed first in their regional competition in only their second season. Congratulations to Paul Finocchiaro, who embodies all the qualities we seek in a recipient for this prestigious award. The J. Richard Piper Faculty Staff Advisor of the Year Award is awarded to the advisor that goes beyond their role. This year's recipient is organized, committed, and thoughtful. She makes time in her busy schedule for the organization in any capacity. From helping them start up the club to being supportive through the process, she is approachable and available. The UT Triathlon Club is very lucky to have an advisor with passion for their mission. Please join me in congratulating Marichal Killam as this year's recipient of the J. Richard Piper Faculty Staff Advisor of the Year. Faculty and staff unsung heroes have gone beyond their job description to support students. They assist individual students or members of a student organization, and they are cooperative, resourceful, approachable, and trustworthy. The first recipient is a first-year faculty member, and already she is exceeding all expectations when it comes to involvement with students. She is the co-advisor of the American Marketing Association, and she coaches students on interview preps outside of class time. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Lacey Brown as an unsung hero. Our next unsung hero comes to work every day with a positive attitude and a willingness to help in any way he can. He strives to respond to any student question or concern and be a good mentor for his student employees. Congratulations, Stephen Carr, as an unsung hero. The next recipient cares immensely about UT, teaching, research, speech, and her students. Not only does she want to see her students succeed in her class, but she seeks to provide her students tools that will stay with them forever. Congratulations, Dr. Meredith Clements, as an unsung hero. Our next unsung hero challenges her students to think outside of the box and to think about how they are being intentional with the programs they put together. She supports all students and colleagues and is behind the scenes mentoring new professionals in higher education. Congratulations, Sabrina Griffith. The next recipient is humble and passionate about providing the UT community with collaborative tools that assist in meeting the university's goals and objectives. He manages a dedicated team of staff, 35 student assistants, and ensures that classroom audio-visual equipment exceeds standards to facilitate excellent teaching and learning. Congratulations, Doug Harding, as an unsung hero. Our next unsung hero pays attention to detail, ensuring that things are done properly the first time. She has been a huge lifesaver for the biology department, and she truly cares about making sure everyone has what they need. Also, she is extremely friendly when collaborating with campus partners. Congratulations, Tina Kowarski. The next recipient is said to be the epitome of the phrase, "You don't have to change the world, you just have to change the world for one person." He cares immensely about every student he teaches and is firmly committed to his work. Congratulations, Dr. Stephen Kucera, as an unsung hero. Our next unsung hero creates a positive attitude even in the most stressful situations. He has worked with campus safety for 4 years and continues to bridge the trust gap between the students and campus safety. He always has a smile on his face. Congratulations, Ty Panis. The next recipient always has a positive attitude and an endless amount of knowledge. Whenever there is a difficult situation with Workday or any other financial obligation, she will not only provide assistance, but teach you how to rectify the situation yourself for the future. Congratulations, Colleen Raymond, as an unsung hero. Our next unsung hero has a genuine concern for all UT students and will do whatever is necessary to make sure events, residence hall rooms, and spaces are well taken care of and are safe. He is approachable, caring, dedicated, and always helps out with a smile. Congratulations, Jack Wise. The Joyce Keller Faculty Staff Volunteer of the Year Award is presented to a faculty or staff member who has demonstrated a commitment to community service by actively participating in service projects. This year's recipient is described by his nominator as a great role model to students. The recipient provided a calming presence during a time of natural disaster on a peace alternative break trip, and he is always willing to help whenever he can. I am pleased to present the award for the Joyce Keller Faculty Staff Volunteer of the Year to Chris Gottlick. The First Year Experience Outstanding Peer Mentor Award is given to the peer mentor in the program that goes above and beyond to provide support, advice, and assistance to their mentees in the first year seminar and Pathways to Honors courses. The professor of the course nominates their mentor. While all of our mentors contribute to the success of this program, this award is given to only one mentor for the fall semester and one mentor for the spring semester. The first award is for fall 2019. This recipient was quite shy at first, and she has grown exponentially in her ability to communicate with her class and others. She is constantly communicating with our class about assignments, due dates, and other requirements. She is usually a few steps ahead and does whatever she can to ensure the students are well prepared. Her knowledge of campus and the Tampa Bay area has helped the students get connected. She goes out of her way to help students succeed and is willing to take on new challenges without hesitation. Please join me in congratulating Jennifer Marichal. The second award is for Spring 2020. This recipient is extremely approachable to her mentees and serves as both a role model and a mentor. She is an exceptional individual to work collaboratively with. Each week she brings creative ideas and has contributed significantly to how the class is taught. With her input, the class has developed into a highly engaging and interactive experience. Through her leadership and dedication, she has worked diligently to be a resource, an ear to listen, and encourager to our students. Their success at UT is due in part to the care that she has shown them through the BAC course. Please join me in congratulating Maliya Griffiths. The Sustainable UT Handprint Award honors a UT faculty or staff member who has demonstrated a commitment to ethical, sustainable practices within the university community. This staff member has implemented innovative printing solutions for labs, classrooms, and remote printing services that have resulted in reducing paper use and consumption by thousands of pages per semester. He also manages printing software that enforces semester printing quotas for students and remotely configures paper-saving default settings on campus multifunction printers. This software also provides the ability for campus departments to actively monitor and reduce paper consumption. We want to congratulate this year's recipient, Todd McNees. The Sustainable UT Handprint Award for Outstanding Sustainable Practices by an Organization was created to recognize an organization that has demonstrated a significant improvement in their commitment to ethical practices that reduce the university's impact on the environment. This environmental organization follows Jane Goodall's vision and mission. Its members are involved in beach cleanups and the Sustainable Living Project, and they host a sustainable art gala. The members helped form the Florida Gulf Coast Hope Spot with Mission Blue and received a grant from the Tampa Bay Estuary Program, where they are creating educational materials for schools and traveling exhibits for local aquariums. Please join me in congratulating Roots and Shoots. The recipient of the Center for Teaching and Learning Leadership Award exhibited her leadership through her service as a moderator for the 2020 Sustained Dialogue Retreat. She used empathy, positivity, and the ability to listen without judgment to provide a safe space for others to share their points of view based on their diverse life experiences. This safe, welcoming environment allowed the participants to explore ways to create social change and have a positive impact on the UT community. She built upon the Spartan-ready competencies of teamwork, interpersonal abilities, and global engagement in order to facilitate progress in the areas of diversity and inclusion on campus. Congratulations to Michelle Mooney. The recipient of the Faculty Internship Committee Intern of the Year Award is a motivated and hardworking individual. While double majoring in finance and mathematical programming, he has interned over 20 hours per week as a corporate finance analyst at Abacode Cybersecurity Experts for 3 semesters. He assists the CFO in financial planning and budgeting, including forecasting revenue and business growth. Also, he helps with bookkeeping and making journal entries. This experience has allowed him to grow significantly from daily conversations with his boss about topics ranging from the financials to accounting rules. I am happy to recognize Jordan Machida. The Office of Undergraduate Research and Inquiry has chosen Rachel Wall as the Undergraduate Researcher of the Year. The title of Rachel's research is Ovarian and Uterine Cancer Patients and Quality of Life During Chemotherapy. Rachel was the recipient of a 2019 Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship, where she worked closely with her mentor, Dr. Meredith Clements. Rachel presented her qualitative data findings and thematic analysis at the Florida Communications Association, where she won Top Poster Award, Best Research Design and Scholarship. Rachel also presented her findings at Florida Undergraduate Research Conference and posters at the Capitol. She was also accepted to the National Conference of Undergraduate Research. Please join me in congratulating Rachel Wall. It is with great pleasure that we award this year's International Experience Award, sponsored by the Office of International Programs, to a participant of UT's sophomore semester abroad signature program. This student embodies the values and expectations UT holds for a student engaged in an education abroad program. She engaged in her coursework in spite of teaching differences, overcoming obstacles as she delved into her studies. She took advantage of being in Europe to explore other countries, learning about the diversity and culture of others. And in the end, she recognized the value of her study abroad on a personal level, how she developed herself and became more confident, independent, and determined to pursue her goals. Tonight we congratulate Jessica Ridley. This Spartan Peer Educating About Resources Mentor, or SPEAR, is being honored for their ability to make students feel welcomed and feel a true sense of belonging by building community and recognizing those in need of connection, and has gone above and beyond in their role supporting success in Crescent scholars. She has been described as easy to talk to, engaging, and being a great connector. She has the ability to make scholars feel comfortable enough to venture outside their comfort zone. Please help me in congratulating this year's recipient, Chloe Zabala. Bob Ruday served as Dean of Students at the University of Tampa from 1994 to 2011. During his tenure at UT, Bob had been extremely passionate about supporting student leadership through giving of his time and treasure. He, along with his wife Joyce, have set up multiple leadership endowments to continue his legacy of supporting student leadership. Tonight we are excited to help honor these student leaders who have been selected for this special recognition. The Bob Ruday Excellence in Leadership Scholarship will be awarded to 9 students this evening. Each $550 scholarship for the 2020-2021 academic year is awarded to a student leader who has shown exceptional involvement within campus life and the university community. The first Bob Ruday Outstanding First Year of Involvement Scholarship is awarded to a student earning a degree in environmental science. Since coming to the University of Tampa, she has been named Vice President of Programming as a founding member of Delta Phi Epsilon, works at the Collegiate Entrepreneurship Center, and is a member of Her Campus UT, Relay for Life, Hammock Club, Paul's, and Success Scholars. Please help me in congratulating Autumn Hart. The second Bob Ruday Outstanding First Year of Involvement Scholarship is awarded to an exceptional student who is an honors student, a President's Leadership Fellow, a UT diplomat, and an executive board member of Black Student Union. She is a student employee at ITS Enterprise Solutions and volunteers with the Peace Volunteer Center. She won this year's Spartans Got Talent and performed at Cafe Delta for Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. Please join me in congratulating Jamie Linton. The third and final Bob Ruday Outstanding First Year of Involvement Scholarship is awarded to an honors student majoring in finance and entrepreneurship with minors in Spanish and leadership studies. This student is actively involved with the Peace Volunteer Center, participating in weekend service opportunities. She is also involved in Spartan Battalion Army ROTC, the Italian Club, and plays the clarinet in the UT Wind Ensemble. Please help me congratulate Emiliann Palermo.
The first Bob Ruday Outstanding Second Year of Involvement Scholarship is awarded to an elementary education major with hopes of working in a Title I school. She takes pride in her jobs as a student coordinator of Spartan Rit excursions and as a first-year experience mentor. Please join me in congratulating Stephanie Carrion. The second Bob Ruday Outstanding Second Year of Involvement Scholarship is awarded to an honors student, President's Leadership Fellow, and a member of Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society. She has been on the Dean's List every semester and received UT's Presidential and Academic Achievement Scholarships. Please help me congratulating Abbey Hill. The third and final Bob Ruday Outstanding Second Year of Involvement completed an internship with the Senate Finance Committee on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., was the summer 2019 recipient of UT's signature Sophomore Semester Abroad Scholarship for Dublin, Ireland, the fall 2019 Dean's List recipient, and a UT diplomat. Please help me in congratulating Jessica Ridley. The first Bob Ruday Outstanding Third Year of Involvement Scholarship is awarded to a student leader who exemplifies engagement. Her team for Tampa Walk for Alzheimer's raised over $30,000. She's an active member of Sigma Kappa and was elected twice as the president of Florida Collegiate DECA. She is also one of the founders who helped create the UT chapter of DECA. Please congratulate Adriana Garcia. The second Bob Rude Outstanding Third Year of Involvement Scholarship is awarded to a student that balances being on the Student Athletic Advisory Committee, providing invaluable service to the Tampa Bay community, such as the Toy and Blanket Drive, being a member of Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, and a member of the women's basketball team. Congratulations, Julia Ingram. The third Bob Rude Outstanding Third Year Involvement Scholarship goes to a student who was a summer undergraduate research fellow. She also helped new students transition as a first-year experience mentor and is a member of the Week of Welcome Planning Committee. She is a resident assistant and the president of Delta Phi Epsilon. Congratulations to Erin Hanson. The Bob Rude Student Unsung Hero Award recognizes 6 seniors who have positively influenced campus life behind the scenes with a positive attitude, a willingness to help in whatever capacity necessary, and a commitment to excellence. Recipients of these awards will also receive a leadership book and a $300 cash award. The first recipient has moved from a general mentor to a head mentor of the biology department and has mentored 5 various BAC courses. Her dedication to others is truly inspiring. Please help me recognize Danyelle Gutierrez Andrade. Our second recipient was an elite mentor, vice president of student productions, and a student engagement assistant in the Office of Student Leadership and Engagement. She has been dedicated to helping other students become involved. Congratulations, Julia Calandra. Our third recipient is a role model, student leader, avid community volunteer, and a Spartan ambassador, paving a way for new Spartans with important information and experiences. Please help me congratulate Karissa Flynn. Our next recipient is known for helping others think about how to be healthy and engaged. She's a marketing chair for Live Well and the Parent Alumni Relations Chair for Delta Zeta. Congratulations, Kara Margraf. The next recipient is a student who has made a positive impact on the lives of his fellow students through his mentorship and tutoring. He is a biology laboratory mentor and an academic success peer tutor. Please congratulate Ryan Tharp. Our last recipient is resilient and is a consummate professional. Despite personal loss, the student helps others pursue their career goals as a student worker in the Office of Career Services. Please help me in congratulating Tucker Vermillion. The Bob Rude Servant Leadership Award recognizes 4 seniors. Servant leaders have a true motivation to serve the needs of their group and are the foundation of effective leadership because they create a culture of trust and empowerment. They focus on relationships, organizational growth, and community building. The first recipient is a student leader who is passionate about giving back to the community. She has traveled domestically and internationally to volunteer on behalf of the vulnerable populations with over 400 hours of service. She has led multiple trips with the Peace Volunteer Center. She is also a peer mentor for the upcoming nursing students. Please help me in congratulating Shannon Brawley. Our second recipient has served others through her leadership roles and mentoring abilities. She has truly demonstrated her leadership by creating opportunities for others. As Student Productions President, this recipient is deeply connected to the campus and has been essential in sustaining and engaging UT community. Please help me in recognizing Anna Bucafori. The third recipient of this award has not only served as a humble role model for her peers, but she represents UT in a positive manner to the wider Tampa Bay community. She always seeks out solutions for the good of her peers and the organizations she serves, including Pi Beta Phi and UT diplomats. Please congratulate Payton Cusimano. Our final recipient is not only pursuing a career in caring for others, she has also used her time to research fruit flies in a genetics research project. She seeks out leadership opportunities to create solutions and advance science. For 4 years, she has been an integral alternative break staff member at the Peace Volunteer Center. Congratulations, Jillian Gomez. The recipients of the Leadership Academic Achievement Award have demonstrated excellence in campus involvement and maintained a 3.5 grade average. Their passion for co-curricular involvement has not stood in the way of their achievement in the field of academia. This year's recipients of the Leadership and Academic Achievement Award in alphabetical order: Carl Andrew, Jean-Marie Branch, Julia Calandra, Stephanie Carrion, Nolan Carter, Lily Connolly, Elton DeMello, Alyssa Goodrow, Emma Graves, Abbey Hill, Danyelle Jones, Lacey Keene, Raven King, Wesley Kozil, Sydney Lanham, John Lemchak, Alan Lopez, Reese McNabb, Noah McNair, Michelle Mooney, Jenna Moscaratolo, Emiliann Palermo, Lauren Paulucci, Adam Quinn, Kelsey Rainville, Jessica Ridley, Emma Stang, Catherine Sturmer, Victoria Thalasinos, Haley Tobin, and Deborah Tuberon. Congratulations. The Student Employee of the Year Award is given to a student employee who has demonstrated a commitment to excellent customer service while demonstrating knowledge of their specific job responsibilities. This year's Student Employee of the Year can easily be described as hardworking. Not only does this person have an on-campus job in the Office of Career Services, they have part-time jobs off-campus that they balance while being a full-time student. In addition, this person exhibits a high level of professionalism and goes above and beyond by helping those coming into the office. His perseverance through challenges is admirable. We are pleased to present the Student Employee of the Year Award to Tucker Vermillion. The Sorority Woman and Fraternity Man of the Year Awards are given to one fraternity member and one sorority member who have been active in their chapter for at least one full academic year, and who are both an academic role model and thoroughly involved in the fraternity and sorority life community. This award is based on their combination of leadership roles in their fraternity or sorority, respective council, campus leadership roles, international or local Greek involvement, and alignment to the 6 values of the FSL community. This year's Sorority Woman of the Year stated that her time in her sorority has been the most challenging and most rewarding experience. She has been a champion in the FSL community to promote cross-council and cross-organizational experiences to better the fraternal movement and partnerships. Her dedication to her sorority sisters and members of the FSL community is evident by her passion to live her oath. She has grown in many ways and understands the importance of accountability. This person embodies the true meaning of sisterhood. Congratulations to Victoria Thalasinos of Alpha Chi Omega. This year's Fraternity Man of the Year became highly involved since joining his fraternity and understands the importance of a positive fraternal experience. He has done a lot since becoming a founding father of his chapter and believes that all fraternities should provide positive and safe experiences for their members. He is also highly involved in other areas and has maintained his grades. This student is always advocating for the Interfraternity Council fraternities, which is how he secured his second term as IFC president. For this, we recognize Wesley Kozil of Phi Gamma Delta. The Fraternity and Sorority of the Year Awards are given to one social Greek-lettered fraternity and one social Greek-lettered sorority that demonstrate knowledge, understanding, and achievement of the UT fraternity and sorority life community mission statement and values of their organization. This year's Outstanding Fraternity of the Year prides themselves on having strong moral principles. They are actively involved in diverse service and philanthropy opportunities that are geared toward mental health, food insecurity, and suicide prevention and awareness. Unity and brotherhood are some of their strongest qualities. They focus on providing opportunities for brothers to bond and have received continued support and involvement from alumni at events, fundraisers, and chapter meetings. They have shown significant commitment to the academic and future success of their brothers. Congratulations to this year's Fraternity of the Year, Lambda Chi Alpha. This year's Sorority of the Year's members understand the importance of enhancing the UT community through leadership and scholastic achievement. Their sisters serve in several leadership positions such as UT diplomats, first-year experience mentors, and on their council executive board. The organization has a scholarship program for sisters to strive to be outstanding scholars. They take pride in their fall new member class for earning the highest GPA out of all of FSL. They focus their philanthropic events on speech and hearing, devoting their time and fundraising efforts to schools such as Montessori School for the Deaf. It is my great pleasure to announce Delta Zeta as the Outstanding Sorority of the Year. The Outstanding Commitment to Diversity Award honors an organization that has demonstrated knowledge of diversity and the ability to promote understanding and awareness throughout both the university and Tampa Bay community. This year's organization has shown commitment to diversity by promoting awareness and recognition of students with learning and attention differences. They recognize this population as those with both gifted learning abilities and learning differences. They have met their organizational mission by serving students at a local middle school, investing in weekly art room activities, and empowering middle school mentees to look at their differences as an asset instead of a liability. The members of this organization serve as role model citizens and invest in their lives of younger students with similar diagnosis. For their outstanding contribution to diversity, we are pleased to present this year's award to the Eye to Eye. The Volunteer Organization of the Year awards are awarded to one fraternal affiliated and one non-fraternal affiliated organization that demonstrate outstanding community service. This year, the Fraternal Affiliated Volunteer Organization of the Year has shown tremendous dedication to the community by participating in many different volunteer events such as Meals on Wheels, Project Shop, and Habitat for Humanity. They value public service because it gives them a chance to give back selflessly and to help their community. They serve as leaders and role models for the young Black community and the Tampa area by volunteering with 3 of their educational development mentoring programs: Dr. Betty Shabazz Delta Academy, Delta Gems, and Embody. For their dedication throughout this entire academic year, we are proud to present this award to Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. The recipient of this year's Volunteer Organization of the Year hosts events with large student, faculty, and community interaction. They work along with student orientation leaders, volunteer during important university events such as winter commencement and family weekends. The organization has volunteered in 61 unique events of the university, its offices, and the Tampa Bay community, and in the fall semester accumulated 585.5 hours of volunteer work. Their main philanthropy is their collaboration with One Blood to bring the Bloodmobiles to campus. Please help me congratulate UT Diplomats, this year's Volunteer Organization of the Year. This year's Student Volunteer of the Year Award winner has dedicated their free time to improving the relationship between students at UT and government elections. Through their role as UT Supervisor of Elections Rep, they have implemented unprecedented marketing efforts for the spring elections to both increase voter turnout and encourage students from all backgrounds to run for SG positions. They also volunteer with Feeding Tampa Bay, the Florida Aquarium, and Veterans Homelessness Coalitions in Tampa. They intern for federal politicians in the area to further their pride for public service. Please help me congratulating Craig Trapani. This year's Active Citizenship Award winner discovered a passion of communication and writing at a young age. Now she's a 5-time internationally published writer, as well as an author represented by the world's largest global book distributor. She has worked at the Minaret as a news editor, and after completing 2 internships, she is working at the Center for Public Speaking. She has partnered with St. Joseph's Children's Hospital on a project she created called Operation Care, which provides care items to hospitalized children. She has a passion for environmental conservation and animal rights activism, leading her to accumulate over 500 hours of volunteering. Please join me in congratulating Aislinn Fallon.
Next, we will recognize 3 students who have made significant contributions to health and wellness efforts throughout the University of Tampa community. The Outstanding Dedication Award recognizes that student leader who embodies the qualities of being exceptionally dedicated to health and wellness. This person commits a substantial amount of time and is extremely diligent in their efforts. They are committed, confident, professional, and passionate. Most of all, their work usually goes unrecognized by the general public, but they are the most humble about the importance of their work and how they have truly contributed to creating positive change. The winner of this award is Rebecca May for her work with the alcohol and other drug initiatives, including Watch Your Back, Disjointed, and RX Factor. She is a senior and has worked with LiveWell for the past 2 years. Becca leads the anti-alcohol and other drug team and is responsible for disseminating information as well as planning educational events and activities focused on harm reduction as a result of engaging in risky behaviors, including consumption of alcohol, street and prescription drug use, and use of electronic cigarettes or vapes. Last year, she was a public health mentee, and this year she is serving as a public health mentor. The Outstanding Research Award recognizes that student leader who embodies the qualities of being an exceptional researcher in health and wellness. This person expresses a genuine interest in wanting to go above and beyond and to share this knowledge with others. They have either performed a larger research project or have continually gone the extra step in conducting research and analysis. The winner of this award is Claudia Jimenez Roman for her work with Breathe Easy UT. Since the fall of 2019,
Claudia has been involved with Live Well UT by working with Breathe Easy and also had the chance to work with the Alcohol and Other Drugs Initiative. During her time at UT, she has also been involved in a social marketing campaign with Dr. Martina Seck that seeks to educate students about the new vaping regulations and the harmful effects of electronic cigarettes. Claudia also serves as the president for Eta Sigma Gamma, the National Health Education Honorary. The Outstanding Promotion Award recognizes a student leader who embodies the qualities of being an exceptional promoter of health and wellness. This person takes almost every opportunity to connect, educate, and engage with all people and has the ability to handle difficult conversations or situations. They host many events and programming of various types. Most of all, they truly believe in their message, are passionate about their cause, and actively and consistently represent wellness. The winner of this award goes to Savannah Samford for her work with Safe and Sexy Spartans. Savannah is a junior studying applied sociology with a minor in criminology. She is currently the student coordinator of Safe and Sexy Spartans. Savannah is a trained moderator for Spartan Sustained Dialogue, an organization that focuses on diversity and inclusion and is on the leadership team. She is among the first UT Peer Body Project cohort and has been trained to moderate conversations involving body positivity. The lead resident assistant of the year, Alicia Asoff, embodies a true RA, going above and beyond for her residents and community, all while representing the Office of Residence Life and the wider UT community. Throughout her time as an LRA and RA, she has excelled academically, and her continued involvement on campus positions her as the much-deserved recipient of this award. Unequivocally, her dedication to her residents and team exemplifies what it means to be a leader. Alicia has genuinely utilized each experience to better those around her and enables the UT community to shine. The Resident Assistant of the Year, Amanda Samuels, often talks about knowing the opportunities she would have to positively impact her residents. What she did not realize is just how much of an impact the residents would have on her and her growth as an individual. She took many challenging opportunities and made the most out of any situation. The dedication she has put into creating unique ways to engage her residents has not gone unnoticed. Amanda's time as an RA will for sure have a lasting impact on those she has the opportunity to interact with during her time as a Spartan. The Tom Fitzgerald Award for the Most Spirited Organization is named after the former UT soccer coach who won national championships at UT and UCLA and led the Columbus Crew to the Major League Soccer playoffs. He passed away in a motorcycle accident after returning to UT for his second stint as head coach. This award is given in Coach Fitzgerald's honor to the organization that most demonstrates its dedication to school spirit by campus event attendance. This year's recipient is a student-run philanthropic program that uses their events to unite student organizations under the light of a good cause that the entire university can stand behind. This organization breaks down the barriers of social groups on campus and unites students to show what can be achieved not only campus-wide, but on a community level when we come together. This achievement was to the tune of over $29,000 raised for children's cancer research. For this, the recipient of our Tom Fitzgerald Most Spirited Organization of the Year is St. Jude Up Till Dawn. The recipient of the Outstanding New Organization of the Year prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management in high schools and colleges around the globe. From the day they receive their approval as an official registered student organization, this group began creating a presence at UT by attending events and the involvement fairs. They established a social media presence with over 500 followers and competed at a statewide conference with all 5 competitors qualifying in first place, landing them a spot in the international conference. They are building a strong foundation for future leaders by focusing on growing their membership and providing leadership development opportunities. Please help me in congratulating Collegiate DECA, this year's Outstanding New Organization of the Year. The most improved
Improved Organization of the Year recipient worked diligently to increase their membership and become a constant positive resource for members. They successfully hosted bi-weekly events involving a variety of important topics ranging from sexual health to mental health issues within the Black community. Their combination of deep conversational meetings and fun uplifting meetings have raised their average attendance from 10 members to over 35. Once their presence on campus started to pick up, they gave members the opportunity to share suggestions and ideas to ensure that they are providing events and themes of interest. In addition to signature events like faculty meet and greets and family game nights, they added some new events such as Black is Beauty Hair Expo to cater to the needs of the general members. This year, the organization has a genuine family relationship between executive board members and the general members. For these reasons, we are pleased to award Black Student Union the Most Improved Organization of the Year. This year's Large Outstanding Organization of the Year has successfully executed countless events throughout the 2019-2020 academic year. Their large-scale events and workshops reached hundreds of students. Nationally, their student coordinator was part of the Student Advisory Committee, gaining more insight on how to provide services to students. Locally, they presented at Tampa Prep numerous times on the college transition process and mental well-being. They encourage members to be involved in planning and hosting their events, adding to their success. The goal of this organization for the academic year was to not only improve mental health on campus, but also reach students and inform them on how to recognize symptoms of distress and how to help a friend during a time of hardship. Due to their passion for mental health and unwavering dedication to increasing mental wellness at UT, they continue to make long-lasting impressions on every single individual they reach. For this, we are pleased to present the Large Organization of the Year Award to Active Minds. This year's Small Organization of the Year has a mission to improve community relations through the power of dialogue. They have organized and participated in many diversity promotion events and created a short video about students' perception of diversity on campus. Their efforts include encouraging racial diversity, bringing awareness about religious diversity, and promoting gender equality on campus. Members help organize workshops on positive and productive conversations surrounding body image and ideals, and providing more gender-neutral restrooms on campus. Lastly, they advocated for the pride in individual identities and experiences, with events that symbolize the fight in demolishing stereotypes and increase the value of personal experiences and identities. Please help me in congratulating the recipient of the Small Outstanding Organization of the Year Award, Spartan Sustained Dialogue. The Barbara Day Student Leader of the Month Endowment recognizes everyday leadership happening on our campus. Throughout the course of the year, we have honored 7 Barbara Day Student Leaders of the Month, and we would like to recognize them for their positive contributions at UT. Emily Amato, September. Yana Daycock, October. Adam Quinn, November. Blossom Marubike, December, January. Blake Degodillo, February. Shannon Brawley, March. Kelsey Rainville, April. The Barbara Day Spartan Award recognizes 10 outstanding seniors who have exemplified school spirit and the Spartan Code through their academic achievement, leadership, Spartan readiness, and overall involvement in campus life. Our first Spartan Award recipient was recognized as the Barbara Day Student Leader for the month of September 2019. She was honored by her peers and mentor for exemplifying leadership traits and going above and beyond to contribute to the UT community. She is graduating in only 3 years while balancing a leadership role in Live Well UT, public health mentoring, hosting nutrition consultations, working part-time, and playing on the Women's Club soccer team. Congratulations to Emily Amato. The next Spartan Award recipient is an allied health major with a concentration in physical therapy. She has helped to recruit and train over 200 Week of Welcome leaders and move-in team members. She has volunteered over 100 hours at Empower UT, which is a local private physical therapy clinic, assisted and tutored numerous anatomy and physiology students, lectured as a teaching assistant, and served as an academic excellence program tutor. For the past 3 years, she has assisted in raising over $75,000 for the American Cancer Society. Congratulations to Nyasia Dixon. The next Spartan Award recipient is an avid volunteer and leader who successfully introduced a new executive board structure for the Peace Volunteer Center, which provided greater student input into its organizational goals. She introduced the concept of serving versus helping in PEACE's programming. She was selected to be a student panelist for the 2019 Women's History Month Luncheon. She won the prestigious Pitch by Campus Speak national competition through the Association of Fraternal Leadership and Values, which brought $15,000 worth of programming to UT's fraternity and sorority life community. She has served as the Panhellenic president and an active leader in Pi Beta Phi sorority. Please join me in congratulating Elizabeth Ho-Sing-Loy. Our next Spartan Award recipient has excelled both academically and as a student leader. She has been on the Dean's List every semester and is a gold member with Success Scholars. She was promoted by her peers to the role of Student Director of Student-Athlete Relations and Athletic Marketing. She is a liaison for her organization and athletic teams to the Student-Athlete Advisory Committee. The recipient has actively raised school spirit, serving as the mascot coordinator for Spartacus. She has also volunteered over 175 hours in the community. Please join me in congratulating Danyelle Jones. Our next Spartan Award recipient is a communication major who has transformed WUTT Spartan Radio, serving as general manager. As Speaker of Assembly, she led the Student Government General Assembly. She is in the Honors Program and successfully made the Dean's List 3 times in a row. She will be presenting during a lecture series with Dr. Hillier. She is also the CEO and founder of Flows to Flawless Incorporated, which is a non-profit organization that helps at-risk youth transition from adolescence to adulthood. Congratulations to Raven King. The next Spartan Award recipient is a sport management major that has been an active orientation and week of welcome leader who has welcomed new Spartans for the last 3 years, providing presentations, group development activities, online webinars, and staffing open houses. As president of the Interfraternity Council, he has successfully increased the positive reputation and involvement of the council. He developed a strong fiscal budget for the diplomats, where he has also served as a respected university ambassador. He is an active leader in Phi Gamma Delta, Fiji Fraternity, and this year's Fraternity Man of the Year. Please help me to congratulate Wesley Kozil. The next Spartan Award recipient has excelled in both the classroom and in leadership roles. He has maintained a cumulative 4.0 GPA while also being an active member of 5 clubs, including Beta Alpha Psi and Delta Sigma Pi. He has been a captain for intramural sports, organizational leader, and a resident assistant. He was the keynote speaker for the Pi Day celebration event and presented his research in graph theory at the Mathematical Association of America's conference. Please join me in congratulating Jordan Machida. The next Spartan Award goes to a student who has demonstrated over and over her commitment to diversity and inclusion at UT. She has been a member of the Dean of Students Diversity Advisory Group and a leader in the fraternity and sorority life community. She has been a spear mentor for the Success Scholars and a Spartan ambassador to prospective students through admissions. As a diplomat, she has been a model representative of UT students. She is a member of the President's Leadership Fellows and a leader in Sustained Dialogue, the Residence Hall Association, and the Black Student Union. Congratulations to Michelle Mooney. The next Spartan Award recipient is a UT diplomat, student government leader, and a founding father for his fraternity. He has served in student government leadership roles all 4 years of his collegiate career. Currently, he is the first student government supervisor of elections. This new role presented a challenge to increase both the number of candidates and student voting, which he is accomplishing. As a UT diplomat and SG leader, he has been a model ambassador for UT while engaging with trustees, senior leadership, donors, and community partners. Congratulations to Craig Trapani. The final Spartan Award recipient has been an active leader throughout his UT experience. He was appointed Speaker of Assembly for Student Government as a sophomore, making him the youngest person to serve on the executive committee. After successfully serving in this role, he was appointed Chief Justice of SG and facilitated a move to reshape the Judicial Advisory Board by streamlining processes and increasing efficiency. His SG leadership culminated in his election for president this last year. He was also instrumental in working to elevate his fraternity's overall GPA, resulting in the organization receiving a UT award and national recognition for this achievement. Congratulations to William White. That concludes our 2020 Leadership Awards Night presentation. Thank you to Bob and Joyce Ruday, the campus partners who sponsored events, public information staff for assisting with the video, student affairs, and the student and professional staff of the Office of Student Leadership and Engagement and Fraternity and Sorority Life. If you are the recipient of a cash award, those checks will be mailed soon. If you are the recipient of a trophy, those will be mailed to you when UT staff returns to working at the campus. Have a great rest of your evening, Spartans.